going on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. We're back today with another Sunday Sessions video. If you're new to this series, this is where both me and James will go through some of the Forex pairs that we are looking at trading in the coming week and break down our analysis for you, giving you zones and areas that you can work with and apply to your own charts. In doing so, this is going to help you guys profit, but it's also going to show you how we trade and analyze the markets. If you do go on to enjoy the video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. We appreciate all the support you guys are providing on a daily and regular basis. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight into today's Sunday Sessions video. Okay, so the first pair that I want to touch base on today is the XAU USD market, so the gold to the US dollar. I am looking to go long in this market, so looking to place buy positions. We just need to find a valid demand zone in order to get involved in this market. As you'll see, I have highlighted a demand zone. What I'm going to do is just put in the increments for you all to be able to apply to your own charts. So we're looking at 1944 and 1949. So we've got about 50 pips leeway within this zone. I'm wanting to see price trade us into this. Show good signs of a rejection. So price to wick in, price to break structure to the upside fractally. In doing so, this confirms the end of the correction that traded us into the zone and the start of the next impulsive wave taking us up and hopefully into this higher time frame supply zone. What we can expect after the break of structure to the upside is for price to pull back, giving us the opportunity to get involved with a refined entry, because we can expect for price to come back down to tap into another fractal demand zone where we can look to obviously execute our positions from. So with that being said, highlight this zone out for yourself, this demand zone here. This is going to be a point of interest of mine, somewhere that I am looking to go long from, and then I am looking to close those long positions at this higher time frame supply zone here. As you'll see, it's anywhere between 2040 and 2059. I will be looking to close those buys and then going short, riding price all the way down past this previous structural low here at 16.15, so we can really look to capitalize on those short positions once we have had that penetration of this supply zone. Now, why do I feel price will go short once price taps into this supply zone? Because this is a higher time frame supply zone, and I am expecting a hell of a lot of supply to be introduced into this market, which in theory should flip the supply and demand balance and encourage the next higher time frame impulsive wave to take us lower, because as we know, this market is trading us bearish at the moment. So that is my analysis for XAU USD. Moving over to AUD CAD. With this pair, I am expecting price to again go long, but we are seeing price correct itself currently, putting in that corrective wave, trading us lower before it takes us higher. We are, however, seeing price fractally trading us higher into what I believe will be a supply zone. So I've highlighted this as a potential area to potentially go short before we go long, before we go short. So we've got three potential moves that we can take advantage of. We could see price, if I just get my path tool out, price could continue trading us bullish into this supply zone where we can then look to sell, trade us into, I don't know, one of two demand zones, this one or this one. Once it's traded us into a demand zone, we can then look to go long again, taking us all the way up and into this higher time frame supply zone where we can then look to sell. So not only can we sell here and then buy, but then we can also sell from up here as well. So if you would like to mark out this supply zone out for yourself, then by all means do so. I'll highlight it out for you all now as well. So as you can see, this is the supply zone. I'm looking to get involved in temporary short positions, trading us lower and into a demand zone where we can then look to obviously go long. This demand zone here, you can see the increments on the right hand side. So highlight this out for yourself also. And the same applies with this one here. Highlight it out for yourself, because this is going to be two potential areas that we can look to potentially buy from, okay? Then, once we have bought into this market and we've traded price higher, taking advantage of the higher time frame impulsive wave, we can then look to close those positions and trade price lower, assuming we are delivered with the right confluence in order to do so. So, as you have done with these, mark out this as a potential supply zone where we can look to go short from. The increments are here. And yeah, that is my setup for AUD CAD. So as you can see, we are within a bullish market on the higher time frame scheme of things. You can see that a high was set a low was set, a higher high has been created, and we can expect a higher low to be set by price trading us into 1 or 2, and then price taking us up into this supply zone would then go on to create another higher high. So if I just get a path tool out, you'll be able to see. So we've got a high, a low, a higher low, a higher high, and then we can expect price to probably come down, creating another higher low, and then go on to set another higher high. So that is clear bullish structure. Okay, so now moving over to the Euro USD market. Unfortunately, we missed out on this trade here, this short taking us lower. We did place a position within this, but we got swept out, unfortunately. I am looking to get involved in this market, however. I'm wanting to see price trade us in to 1 of 3 supply zones, and then trade us lower into this demand zone where we can then look to buy from. But within this, so if I go down to the 30-minute time frames, you can see that there's actually a 30-minute last buy to sell region. So I think, as you can see from the way I've drawn my path out, I feel that price will come to tap into this. This will create some temporary bearishness. Price will then find demand at maybe this level. Then trade us higher into 1 of 2 supply zones, where then price will then see us through and into this higher time frame demand zone. Once price has stepped into this higher time frame demand zone, I am expecting an entire impulsive wave to trade us higher and up, breaking this previous structural high here. So this is my prediction, this right here. I feel price will tap into this, trade us lower, tap into 1 of these, trade us lower into this, and then obviously higher up. So if you wanted to, you could highlight this as a potential area to sell from, although I won't be looking to sell from this. I'll just be using this as part of my evidence and my bias, and a part of my analysis to build that confluence to look to buy into the market longer term and trade and price into 1 or 2 supply zones, where I'll then be looking to sell. So the most important ones are going to be these. So highlight this as a potential supply zone. Same applies with this one here. And then also highlight this out as a demand zone as well, somewhere we can look to buy from longer term. Finally, moving over to the Great British Pound to the US dollar market. You can see here I've highlighted a last sell to buy region. This is a valid demand zone. So pause the video, mark this out for yourself. This is definitely an area we can look to take profit from on those sell positions. And in terms of areas we can look to enter from, this right here is a perfect supply zone. So what I'm going to do is highlight this out for you all. This right here, we want to see price trade up and into this. We've had the break of structure, the initial break of structure here on the 30-minute time frames. This confirms the end of this initial impulsive wave and the start of the next correction, or the start of the correction, should I say, taking us lower. We want to just see price pull back into a fractal supply zone where we can then look to get involved from. So that would be here, and then trade price lower, where we can then look to close those positions at this higher time frame demand zone. So mark out this as a potential area to sell, mark this area out as a potential place to close those sell positions, but also an area we can look to buy from as a longer term bias. Now, I don't know if you guys follow patterns or you use chart patterns as further confirmation, but this would be a perfect head and shoulders. As you can see, we have a shoulder, a head, the second shoulder, and then price obviously trading us lower. So we could use this as the neckline, which I am doing, or a break of structure, and then price is traded as lower. So there are multiple ways that we can look to get confluence and confirmation that price is doing what we believe it is doing. So that's just further confirmation there of price distributing, essentially, ready to take us lower into this market. But that is going to summarize my analysis for this Sunday sessions video. Very quick, very brief. As always, I just want to touch base on the markets that I am looking at trading, giving you valid areas and zones to look out for, places that you can look to potentially trade from. As you know, the most important thing is to obviously profit in these markets. So giving you areas that you can place these profitable positions from, I think is key. If you want further analysis, more in-depth analysis, if you are interested in learning how I trade and how I go about doing my analysis on a daily basis, then join the Learning Lounge group chat. Link will be in the description. If you're interested in buying courses or going through a mentorship program, then again, join the Learning Lounge group chat. Drop me a message on there and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Now that is going to wrap up this Sunday sessions video. James unfortunately isn't here this weekend, so it is just me. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any questions or queries, leave them in the comments below. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.